Okay, just 14 seconds to go before we hit the opening bell for this Monday morning. It is going to be a hectic week, this one. You've got lots on your table, lots of key earnings, both, mid as well as large caps. And then, of course, the big one, which is the RBI MPC outcome as well. The opening bell then, pretty stable right now. But again, this is just early days. 24,566 is where we're currently at. Remember, July has been a rough month for the equity markets. We've seen a decline now for 5 consecutive weeks on the Nifty. So are we hoping for a rebound, or is it going to be at best a stalling of the fall, or are we going to see some more weakness trickle in? That remains to be seen. 24,600 here though on the ticker. You've got the Sensex as well, just absolutely flat as we speak right now. The first flash on the NSE breadth, of course, looks a lot more positive. One would have anticipated. It is favoring the greens as we speak right now. Very quiet even for the Nifty Bank. So not a meaningful move come by there as well. Let me just revisit all the stocks and first the earnings reactions. Positive for Tata Power, positive for delivery as well. So look out for what those stocks do in trade. Tata Power down almost about 1%, and delivery has gapped up nearly 4% as we speak right now. There's Hero MotoCorp, wherein the July sales have come in line with the estimates. The scooter sales have seen a 64% uptick, so look out for what that stock also does. Titagarh, they've bagged an order from NCC for MMRDA project worth about almost 1,600 odd crore rupees. So that's the other stock which is also in focus as we speak right now. For Federal Bank, for ABB, Oil India, ONGC, maybe we could be headed in for a weakish reaction. Federal Bank, of course, after the sharp rise that they've seen slippages as well as credit costs. Oil India, ONGC not really seeing a meaningful reaction. In fact, if anything, they're marginally higher. What about ABB? How has that reacted to its numbers? Let's bring that stock up for you. ABB down about 1.7%. It's been an operationally weak Q2 of the calendar year for them. For LIC Housing as well as ITC, it's largely been a neutral set. So let's revisit those names as well and how they're currently panning out in trade. Those stocks will just come off for you on your screens too. Other than that, there's Torrent Pharma. The US FDA has issued 0 observations for their manufacturing unit in Vizag in Andhra Pradesh. So that's the other stock which is also in focus, but not seeing much of a reaction there either. Some stability, but again, early days, so let's see which way this actually heads. Shrishti, anything that you're spotting?
Well, yes, of course, it's UPL all the way up almost 4% like we have been highlighting. Management has sounded optimistic on the margin as well as the prices increase going ahead. That can lend support to the margin. That stock, after a 5% fall on Friday, seeing a bit of a rebound. LIC Housing Finance as well on the back of the earnings, seeing a surge of almost 3% right now. And within the auto pack, like some of our technical experts have been highlighting, it's TVS Motors all the way higher by 2%. Though, of course, in the July sales data, it was indeed an inline set by the company. Within the commercial vehicle pack, it's Ashok Leyland that is doing very well. Almost a 1% jump is what we are seeing on that counter. And along with that, PNB Housing Finance as well. That stock is seeing a bit of a stabilization as we speak right now. On the losing side, it's Tata Power. More than 2% of a decline is what we are getting to see. ABB is actually falling sharper now. More than 2% of a cut over there. In Siemens as well, 2% decline in this counter as well, while for Federal Bank, 1.5% of cut is what we are getting to see. Let's also have a look at how the broader markets are doing right now, and especially in terms of the advance and the declines. It is not looking that bad because the number of stocks that are advancing are much higher than the stocks that are declining at this point in time. And well, of course, some bit of a stabilization is what we are seeing on the benchmark indices as well. Nifty up around 70 odd points, while Nifty Bank almost 100 points of gain is as we speak right now.
Well, it's a tentative start, but we've managed to recoup some of those losses from last week, just mildly so. It seems to be headed a little bit higher, more so for the broader end of the market, while the Nifty is finding its feet, holding on to that 24,600 mark. In fact, inching closer now to 24,650.